Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Doc at Padama. This time we will be discussing symbolism in the reading process. So again, we will be discussing for this particular video the meaning of symbolism in the reading and writing process. So let's start with the definition. In the reading and writing process, symbolism can be defined as the practice or the art of using an object or a word to represent an abstract idea. What does that mean? When you use symbolism or when you use a word as part of the symbolism concept or idea, this means that the word that you are using has another meaning. So that's the simplified version of symbolism. A word that you are writing can take another meaning. Okay, so basically, again, that's the fundamental concept of symbolism. To continue, an action, person, place, word, or object can have a symbolic meaning or can have various symbolic meanings. So that is what we discussed earlier. When author wants to suggest a certain mood or emotion, they use symbolism. So instead of using the actual word, which is what we always refer to as literal meaning, they use the word, but the word refers to an abstract idea or another meaning. So later on, I'm going to give an example of what we mean by that particular definition. They use symbolism to hint at it rather than to just bluntly, directly saying it. Okay? So gumagamit sila ng salita para bigyan ng idea yung mga nagbabasa kung ano yung gusto nilang sabihin indirectly, hindi bluntly, hindi diretso. So that's another use of what we call symbolism. To continue, symbolism can take many forms and be present in many areas of life. A symbol is defined as something that stands for something else. Ito yung sinasabi natin kanina. It can represent another idea, often representing an abstract idea. In other words, the term symbolism simply means that something is being used to convey meaning associated with something else. Association means there is relationship. Okay, there is relevance. When you say association, there is relevance between the word being used to the abstract idea. Merong connection yung salitang ginagamit doon sa abstract idea na gustong ipahiwatig ng author. Kaya ginamit yung salitang associated, association. When symbols like the heart, an example is the heart, is used to symbolize something else like love. Okay, nakita nyo? Kapag ginamit yung salitang heart, it usually symbolizes the emotion love. So that is basically the actual application of what we call symbolism. Hindi niya ginagamit yung salitang love, pero ang ginamit niya doon sa kanyang sinulat ay heart, which represents the emotion love. That's a real world example of what symbolism is. Yun yung sinasabi natin kanina. When heart imagery appears in a work of art, the artist may be using it to symbolize love rather than specifically using the word love. Again, yan yung dinidiscuss natin kanina. Hindi niya directly na ginagamit yung salita, kundi gumagamit siya ng symbol para doon sa salita. Anytime an object or an element of an object is used to convey meaning beyond literal purpose, literal means the actual definition of the word, that object or element is an example of symbolism. Beyond literal. So hindi yun yung definition na gustong ipahiwatig nung nagsusulat doon sa kanilang mga mambabasa, kundi meron pa silang ibang gustong ipahiwatig. Yun yung tinatawag natin again na symbolism. Ito na yung mga halimbawa ng pwedeng gamitan ng symbolism. Unang-una, yung tinatawag nating mga kulay. yung iba't ibang mga kulay, may iba't ibang kahulugan na pwedeng idugtong o ikabit doon sa mga kulay na yon. Ito yung mga halimbawa niya. Example, black is often used to represent death or evil. So that is common, right? When you use the word black, or black is represented in an artistic work, usually it represents death or evil. Okay. On the other hand, yung white naman, the counterpart, stands for life and purity. So again, these are examples that you can go through. We do not need to go through them one by one. You just read them and try to relate if you are familiar with the symbols that are being used in the area of colors. Okay? So symbolic colors. The next one, let's go and browse through the next area. Examples of symbolic objects. So everyday objects often used to symbolize bigger idea. So what are these objects? Example are chains. A chain can symbolize the coming together of two things. Binding. Okay? Kasi magkakadugtong yung mga kadena. So it can symbolize the bonding of two things. Okay? Another is wedding ring. It symbolizes marriage. Wedding ring symbolizes marriage. Commitment between two people. Why do they use rings? Because based from the examples coming from during homilies on weddings, the ring does not have a beginning or an end. So it should be eternal. So that is the representation, again, the symbolism of wedding rings. Another, let's get another one from the objects. Ladders can represent the relationship between heaven and earth, or ascension, or going up. Okay, so that is a definition of what ladders can be represented when you use this in the symbolic process of writing. Okay, another is flowers and plants as symbols. Roses, a most common flower that you usually encounter, stands for romance or love. Violets, the flower, violets represents shyness. And the next one is lilies, stands for beauty and temptation. Lilies stands for beauty and temptation. So again, the other plants, you can browse and go through them. Animals as symbols. So this is the second to the last. So let's take the first three. Bears might represent courage and strength. Butterflies can symbolize transformation. Dogs often stands for loyalty or devotion. Okay, the last one, weather or conditions as symbols. Fog might represent a bad omen. Something terrible is going to happen or about to happen. Clouds typically symbolizes trouble brewing or a coming storm. Next, storms usually symbolize hostility and turmoil or chaos. So again, these are just examples of symbolisms taken from our discussion that can be used anytime in a specific or particular writing or literary piece. So I hope you were able to take away something from our discussion, and if you have any question, you may refer back to your professor in this particular subject. Thank you very much, everyone. Stay safe and God bless. Bye!